Hey y'all, Chef IrixGuy here, back again from the Appalachian Ocean with my Weber Master Touch. And what I want to do within this video is post a Weber Master Touch follow-up review after several years using. And by the way, subscribe to my channel, check out my Weber videos playlist, and you can track all the way back to my initial unboxing and assembly video of this grill right here. And I want to talk about the good, the less than great, and this is a fair and honest review. I don't sugarcoat anything on this channel. So for starters, as far as the way that this grill has been holding up, I want to talk about that. I have never covered this grill. I keep this grill outside. It typically stays right here or a foot or so away. I mean, it's in the elements. I'm up here at the Appalachian Ocean. There's raccoons down there. There's strong winds because of the elevation. Those high winds really just, I mean, they're intense. There's intense sunlight out here during the summer. There's snow and ice during the winter. I mean, the weather here at the Appalachian Ocean is crazy. But this grill, uncovered, has held up remarkably well, and I'm going to talk about it in a lot of detail here. The handle, I can still see on the handle the Weber logo and the Master Touch. See that? So that's still there. That is not degraded, which is amazing. This piece right here, the vent, looks good as new. It's got a little plasticky or rubbery type piece, I guess you should say, so that you can manipulate it while the grill's hot. That works. The built-in thermometer, no issues there. The built-in thermometer still works. This handle is still there, no issues with it. It does have two tool hooks on the handle itself, and I mean, in all fairness, it's cool they put that there. They have not degraded. They're still in good condition. I never use them though, because I've got these optional, and by the way, I've linked the grill and all the accessories. Expand this video's description and click the links there. But I use these tool hooks on the side. They're just bigger, and you know, I've got a lot of tools that I use with my Weber. But let's go ahead and pop into this here. I'm grilling some winter chicken dinner. That's right, I got chicken tenders on here. Just look at how good those look, man. They're still cooking, but man, this Weber does a phenomenal job. And I optionally put in, as you can see there, cast iron grilling grates in the middle. And by default, it comes with the, it looks like the same grate throughout. And you may be fine with that. That works great. But the reason that I typically use the cast iron searing grate insert in the middle instead of just the standard grates that came with it, because I can produce a sear. You know, the cast iron gets hotter, and I can create some really remarkable looking sear marks on steaks, pork chops, chicken breast, etc. Probably don't need cast iron searing grate for these tenders that I'm grilling right now, but I didn't want to bother taking them out. But I mean, this thing does a phenomenal job. It retains heat well for grilling. It's just it's a remarkable grill. And I mean, Weber's been making this type of grill, what one would call a Weber kettle. They've been making this style of grill for many years, and this is just one of the most recent Weber grill offerings. And what drove me to this versus the other Webers, and I've owned multiple other Webers, and the cool thing is that when I decided to upgrade, the old Webers I had were in such good shape that it was easy to find a buyer. And so this one right here, you notice when I do that, it's got a little metal piece on the back that lets you hold the lid. When you're dealing with more basic Weber kettle models, they've got a little hook, which works well. And actually, a funny story, some of my original Weber kettles that I used that had the hook under the lid, this one does not. It's got the mechanism in the back, like I just showed you, to hold the lid when you open it. But with some of the older and more basic Weber kettle models, I didn't realize I had a hook in there. So when I took the lid off, I'd sit it on the ground. And then somebody told me, they were watching my videos here on this channel, and they're like, man, there's a hook underneath. I'm like, wow, I did not know that. And but this is nice because you've got the piece in the back where as you saw, I popped the lid up, it keeps it open, and it's just super clean and convenient to deal with. One of the things that makes this Weber Master Touch, well, it is my favorite Weber that I've used as of the time of filming this video. Now, Weber's continuing to come out with new technology, and me being Chef IrixGuy here at the Appalachian Ocean, I love to grill and I love to chill. And when they come out with something radically different, I may pick it up. But this is my favorite Weber on the market today for several reasons. I mean, as you just heard, this is holding up remarkably well. I never cover it. I mean, like I said, I leave it out here. I mean, right there, within a few inches or a few feet of where it is right now. So it gets the snow, the ice, the intense summer heat. Raccoons climbing up here, messing around with it. I mean, it has everything, and it's holding up well. Even the paint, and that's the cool thing about this. I like the different color options. I went with this color, and I've linked it within this video's description. But you can find all the other Weber Master Touch colors linked within this video's description also. That's a matter of personal preference. But I did want to comment how well this paint is holding up. I mean, these grills get hot. I mean, they got hot charcoal in them, and this is holding up remarkably well. One of the biggest selling points of this Weber Master Touch versus some of the less expensive Webers is the piece down here, and this is where you can slide that back and forth after you finish cooking, and it'll move these little things in the bottom of the grill, and it drops the ashes down into this. And then all you do when the ashes are cool, you just pull this out, and you got a pot, you can dump it. Now, a lot of people, they probably try to be fancy about it or snooty about it, and dump the cool ashes in a bag and neatly tie it, maybe even put a bow on it. I don't do that, man. When the ashes are cool, I just pull that out and just dump it off the deck here at the Appalachian Ocean. Raccoons sometimes are down there. Obviously the ashes are cool, but that's kind of fun when they're out and they're holding their paws up in the air. Like, hey man, here's a dust storm. And I dump those cool ashes down there, and the raccoons go crazy. It's kind of like a treat for them. It's like, it's not snow, it's not rain, it's cool ash from a grill, so it's got that good smell. So you can just imagine the raccoons going back to their little raccoon house down the mountain and smelling like a grill, and they're like, man, where'd you get that from? Well, Chef IrixGuy was up there cooking, and he dumped the ashes. Now, obviously, it goes without saying, when we have leftovers and fatty pieces or whatever, it goes down to the raccoons, so the raccoons are well fed. So this grill is without hesitation. I mean, it's my favorite Weber grill to date. Like I said, I've used multiple Webers. Subscribe to my channel, check out my Weber videos playlist, and you'll see all the previous Weber kettles that I've used. All have been great. All have been built to last. And in today's world, anything that's built to last is a rarity. I mean, that's not just grills, that's appliances, that's cars, that's tools, that's computers, the list goes on. But Weber has really done a remarkable job of keeping up that quality control, even though the trend among competitors seems to be just put out a bunch of junk. It says designed and engineered in Palatine, Illinois, or is that Palatine? I don't know. Y'all correct me. Comment below. So I mean, they seem to put a lot of quality control into their products. They obviously put a lot of R&D, research and development, into the initial design of their products. And the most important thing beyond how this grill looks is what it produces. And I mean, I can consistently cook on this grill and have phenomenal results. I mean, everything, as simple as this is right now, I'm just doing some chicken tenders that I marinated. And subscribe and check out my Weber videos playlist, because I'll share all my recipes there. But I mean, it's whatever's cooked on this. I mean, last night we did steaks. Steaks were phenomenal. Actually, they're so good that, I mean, my wife and I don't go out to eat much. Number one, going out to eat's too expensive. And number two, I can cook a lot better steak and a lot better sides at home on my Weber. So, why go out to eat, incur the additional cost, the travel expense, the travel time, just grill on your Weber. But if I was buying a grill today, which I don't need to because I got this one, but if I was buying a grill today, I would definitely buy this same grill and the same color. Actually, I like the color. Color is subjective, but it does everything I need. And the reason I would encourage everyone, and like I said, I link the other grills within this video's description too, but the reason I would steer people towards this is that ash catch is super convenient. Because if you go with a base model Weber, you're going to still get a kettle, and it's going to provide a quality cooking experience. It's probably going to last for many, many years. But the thing is, with the base model Webers, is that the ash catch, you got a lot of manual effort. And then also the ash catch on some of the basic models, it's not internalized. So if you're on a wooden deck, like I am, you don't want hot ashes potentially blowing around and burning your deck down. It's probably not, people probably comment, like, man, why are you using a charcoal grill on the deck? Well, I've been grilling my entire life, and I feel reasonably confident that I hopefully won't burn my deck down. I haven't burned it down yet, but that's one of the reasons I went with the internalized ash catch, not just for the convenience of collecting the cool ashes and being able to easily dispose of the cool ashes, but the internalized nature, so that those ashes, A, aren't blowing around whether they're hot or cool, and B, when they are hot, at least they're probably going to land in the ash catch. If they fall through the bottom of the grill, that would be place number one where they would go, and place number two would be falling down into the ash catch. And you can actually twist it so that while you're grilling, those ashes wouldn't be able to fall in there as easily. But this is the Weber Master Touch, without a doubt, is my favorite grill on the market today. And again, expand this video's description, click the links there if you're shopping for one. That's deeply appreciated. And subscribe to my channel. There's some sort of animal down there, man. It's big. Let's see if it's Bigfoot. Whoop! 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 Okay, it's not, it's not Bigfoot, but it's big. So anyway, there it is, my honest Weber Master Touch review video after several years of use. And again, I use this thing about every week, actually most weeks, several times a week. Phenomenal. Thanks for your viewership. Be sure to subscribe, and when you do, ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.